Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo for the month of May. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I am reading for the month of May, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. This is either your energy or it is theirs, so keep that in mind. Somebody wasn't happy with an offer. They could have thought that there were strings attached. They could have suspected deception. They were not trusting what was being offered. This could be a relationship that was on again, off again. They could be or could have been afraid to take a fall. So I feel like although the person didn't take the offer or withdrew the offer, they are though still attached to the energy, to the person. They're being challenged to go look at the deeper issue of why I feel they never took that offer or why they're feeling the way that they do. Okay? So we have the older gentleman and the card of poverty. The poverty is a repeating card here. So now the older gentleman, it could be that you're dealing with somebody who's mature in age or simply mature in experience or who has had a lot of experiences. And it could be that they have experienced that they have experienced some type of lack or emotional lack in their life. They could be looking at that based on experience. So they could have been looking at this situation based on past experiences wherein they have experienced lack. What we have at the heart of the reading is the story. It's the first card out. And so that is, it could be about listening. And this is about somebody not listening. So, I mean, somebody was talking, the other person wasn't listening, or the other people weren't listening in this case. But I mean, on the card. But it feels like somebody may feel like they weren't understanding what exactly was happening or what exactly was being offered. I feel like they were questioning somebody's story. There was too many things going on. Yeah. And so I feel like they were very troubled emotionally when it came to what was being offered, when it came to this situation. And I feel like they ended it, and they strongly believed that they weren't going to get what they wanted from this relationship at the time. Something happened. It could have been like a building up of the emotion to this point, and it's based on experience somehow, or an experience that they have had. Yeah. And so they did something impulsively. They took an action because they didn't think they were going to get what they want, so they end it, right? Um, and maybe withdraw because it comes with the card of a holiday. So, I mean, although that card does not actually represent a location, but it's like needing to get away from all of these things that are distracting me, here. Or needing to get away from this situation because I'm not understanding it. I'm somebody maybe feeling conflicted over what was actually taking place here. But I mean, looking at this picture, these people are looking around distractedly. They're not really paying attention to what was actually being said. So this person could have been letting their past emotions lead them into a very, tumultuous decision or situation based on a belief or an experience. Again, we have the same knight. You see, this is what I'm saying. Down here on this card, on those 8 coins, they weren't really looking at all of the details. You see the ones above that are on the wall there. They were looking at past experiences, the ones that are framed. I feel like they were stuck on something that happened in the past, and that's what was leading them, or leading the emotion. And that is what was determining, or did determine, in fact, this judgment call that was made. An emotional reaction based on a past experience. You see, they were afraid. They were afraid they weren't going to get what they wanted because in the past they didn't get what they wanted. And so with the devil being here, they were afraid of history repeating. You see, because they've been through other storms. Look at the storms behind them, and it's still pouring rain in their mind, and they weren't happy about it. And so they withdraw, and it's like, look at how the arms are crossed and those legs are just straight as pins, and it's like, I ain't moving. This is my position. Because why? Because I'm afraid I'm not going to get what I want. I don't see a way out of this. But if you look behind them, there is a way. In fact, the fact that it's behind them says they need to look to the past for their answers. I didn't get what I wanted in the past. 2 of Cups reversed. So I'm just going to sit in this energy. And, that's a card of pride, actually. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to play it safe. And so, yeah, you see, it's like that freeze and then flight type of energy with the 8 of Swords. And maybe it didn't show on the outside, but that's exactly how they were feeling on the inside. You see the reflection in the mirror. They were afraid. They were protecting themselves, being very guarded, defensive. Fear, possibly fear of actually, because I mean, it could be, you see, the fact the treasure. So they treasure you, or vice versa, okay, however this goes. They treasure whatever this is, but in the same breath, what if I get it only to lose it? You know, it's almost like that. And so they took a decision, and I feel the decision actually hurt. They didn't make the effort, but yet they loved. They loved you. Or, vice versa. Because he is in the upright. So he is still, loving the other. And he could be hiding the real reasons why he never put the effort. He could be hiding the real reasons why. He could be sitting stubbornly in this energy of this belief, or his belief system, a belief system that, comes from, goes back to childhood even, with the Hierophant. It's a long-held belief. Fear of loss. Fear of not, not getting what they thought they were going to, or what they wanted, because, it didn't happen for them in the past. And that could be with the devil, a pattern of thinking, or, and this Nine of Cups is like, it's on its side. It's a challenge, telling them right now, you can see how the pattern of thinking is going. Well, why? Why do you think that way? Why do you feel that way? Go back and find it. You gotta look behind you for your answers. You or them. It's a choice to sit here. It's a choice to sit here under that dark cloud. You see, because the Hangman, he chose to sit there. He's choosing that position. He's not forced into that position. He's choosing it, and he's choosing to stay there. He's choosing, perhaps, not to look at this. Or, at least, that's how it was. Because we know that there are some very intense feelings here. I feel that he does want the relationship. How could he not? He loves the other person. It's almost like he's his own worst enemy here. There's a very high attraction to the other. You see, here we are again, eh? Four of Pentacles, holding back because I'm afraid, holding on to all of this baggage, all these heavy rocks I carry on my back. And then the Tower. Interesting. The Tower is coming, actually. Okay, and let me just tell you what all of this means. Because he doesn't see it. He's looking the other way. So he's looking at, the things he's holding on to here. And the Tower is about to shake things up because that's not working. And you see, here's death even, is the warning signal here. Okay, see, he's not, I got to begin here. He's not happy. And that's where do we see that? On the dice. It was the first dice that fell. Four of Cups. He's not happy with his options. He wasn't happy with that offer in the past. Okay, thought there were strings attached, thought that, well, he was going to take a fall, and he couldn't see where it was going, you know, and he had all of these repressed emotions. And so he was not understanding, maybe didn't listen. Look at that. There he is dumping out that the Four of Cups, dumping out the cup. There he is. This is it. And looking back at what he's done, right? Okay, so again, I get that looking back. It's got to look back. So what happens here is he's holding back, and death is creeping up behind him. This person is in for a wake-up call. Okay, so some type of change is going to happen. And I'm not talking about a little thing. I'm talking about a big thing, because the divine is stepping in here. So there's some big change that is coming, some wake-up call for this person, maybe that helps them to see. Or forces them to see something. I mean, you know, the tower is big. It's an unexpected event. It's some type of disruption. Yeah. This person is afraid to step out of their comfort zone. And so here they've been burying their pain, or have tried to. Something ended badly. They were afraid of making a bad choice. There's change that's coming. There's something happens here with the tower that's going to push this person out of their comfort zone, and is going to force them to see something. With that, the person, that it's like that a decision to come back. There's a decision to come back and to tie up loose ends, to see something differently. Okay? With the braid. It's a different, it's like they see something that they were in the dark about. See the moon? The eyes are closed. They get a push. This is how the cards fall. They're pushed, literally thrown out of the darkness into the light where they can see. That's when everything changes, and that's when they come in to tie up all of the loose ends of the braid. There's a decision to make change. There is a decision for a fresh new start here in a relationship, and it is something that is deeply desired. This could possibly happen anywhere between 1 to 6. Okay, 1 through 6. So 1 to 6 days, 1 to 6 weeks, 1 to 6 months. There's a message coming. this person is going to seek you out. Yeah. And it's very, I feel like they're going to come clean about something. They could come in asking for your forgiveness. They could come in to express something. Whatever this is, the reunion, the meeting is going to be very intense. You got that very intense energy appearing again with the connection, with the reuniting of these two energies. I think that if I kind of feel like they left you in the dark, and so if you were left in the dark, then you are about to get enlightened. If you were feeling trapped in that energy of I don't know what's going on, you're about to be enlightened. You're going to get this revelation. This truth is coming. A message is coming. It's here. And if they were stuck in a certain mindset, and then they are about to be released in a very big way. Some truth or enlightenment gets forced upon this person. It's like it gets put right in front of them. That could make them question an old belief or a belief, a way of thinking, an old belief system, like an overhaul of something. And with this enlightenment, they could feel somewhat like a fool for something that they've done that, perhaps they see now wasn't fair or just. So a message is coming. It is very important. This is a turning point here. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone for subscribing, for sending in a donation, excuse me. Many blessings to everyone.